Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream we're going to discuss the Bitcoin price section. Sorry, not Bitcoin. Yeah, we are as well going to discuss the Bitcoin price section, but we're mainly going to be focusing here on Ethereum. And if this sounds interesting for you, make sure to right away smash up that like button, of course subscribe to the channel if you want to be seeing more of this kind of content. But guys, on today's stream we're going to talk about Ethereum and why I do think it is going to go parabolic. So without any further ado, let's right away dive in towards the content. But guys, oh guys, I am very, very excited about Ethereum. And on today's stream, I'm going to go over several things here. And I will be going over all my reasoning why I do right now expect that Ethereum could be seeing this very significant rally towards the upside, because it's not only the charts that are looking good here, but yeah, as well the fundamental worth of Ethereum is really ready for an insane rally towards the upside. So what are we seeing? And let me essentially start off this video and let me start off with discussing the parabolic trend that we're right now in here, because on the thumbnail I put Ethereum is about to go parabolic. So let me address this real quickly. So what you can see is that Ethereum is right now creating, first of all, a parabolical trend. So Ethereum is forming this higher low trend, and it's going exponentially faster towards the upside. So what do we know from these parabolic trends here? These parabolical trends, they tend to end in the most significant, fastest rally towards the upside. So what I personally as well expect myself here, because this was as well a very good example. Let me first go into where's from previous price section exactly. This was also a very good example of a parabolic trend that we got created. We got this parabolic structure got created over here, and this of course ended with consolidation on the top side. So what I don't want to be seeing here is consolidation on the top side, because always after a parabolic run up here, because this is well a parabolic run up, you can see higher lows, higher low, and then exponentially up here. So what you don't want to be seeing, of course, is never consolidation in a parabolic run up, because what this is basically means here is that all the momentum indicators are cooling off, and the momentum on Ethereum or Bitcoin or whatsoever, but the momentum in the parabolic trend is going to shift away back from the bulls, and that will be not leading towards more of these exponential surges. So right now we are fortunately not having this situation yet here. So as soon as Ethereum is going to go sideways for quite a while here, right now we're still in the beginning of the trend. It should be still okay, but if we're going to create another significant leg towards the upside to maybe, let's say 4,800 or 4,700, and we're going to see a consolidation period for a while, I will be start to get a little bit worried, of course. But right now I do think we could be, of course, in for this parabolic trend. So you can see as well the highs we are forming here, an 8% pump here. Then after that pump over there, we saw an approximately 10.5% pump. So we are definitely seeing that the highs are definitely still increasing. So we are not seeing diminishing highs getting formed right now. We're currently not seeing diminishing returns getting formed on this rally towards the upside. So it means basically what that tells us, that the momentum is still on the right side. The momentum is still here to, of course, continue this trend further up here. We're not seeing a diminishing high. Like if you're creating, first of all, you create a high here. You first of all create a high from here onto here. That's only 8%, and then the next one is 6%. It shows you, okay, the highs are exponentially cooling off, so you're losing several amounts of momentum right now on the chart, right? So that is the thing that we're right now not seeing. So that is also a reason for me to right now say to you guys out there, this market structure of Ethereum is still looking good here. So I personally still think we could be in for, of course, some parabolic treatment here, and we could be going up in, let's say, the coming 48 hours. I will be saying within the coming 48 hours, I do expect that we're going to create a new all-time high, and I do expect that we're going to create a continuation. So this, of course, purely the market structure that I'm right now analyzing, and I'll give you guys some thoughts about the market structure. But as well, if we're right now going to look ever so slightly into the imminent short term, and there are several reasons why I'm right now very bullish on Ethereum, guys. There are several reasons for it. So first of all, we know earlier today we did create this potential double bottom. Then we start to be moving up again, and right now we're creating some kind of a very critical support line towards the upside. So Ethereum support. So we're seeing 4 touch points already getting formed from up this level, and this is showing us, of course, quite the significance as well. We could be even extended and add another touch point over there. So Ethereum looks to be creating a very strong trend line towards the upside. But what you can currently see here is that Ethereum, excuse me, that Ethereum is right now experiencing some troubles, and my face cam is a little bit dodgy. Is it back? So excuse me for my face cam. I don't know what it's doing. So it should be good anytime soon here once again. So it has some issues right now with yeah, okay, sharpening. It's good once again. So yeah, what you can essentially see right now here on the Ethereum price section is that we're still running into this critical resistance box. So how I will be approaching this chart right now here is basically as an ascending triangle. I will be looking forward towards treating this as an ascending triangle. We're seeing higher lows getting formed here, and of course equal highs getting formed where we are finding resistance. So this green box of resistance is right now our resistance zone, and let me make it red here because this resistance are ahead of us. So this is of course currently for us in the minute short term our crucial resistance zone. So let's see if we could be breaking through it, because I personally think as soon as we're breaking through it, and I do expect we are going to do so, because if you look through 4 hourly candles, it looks to be creating a parabolic structure where we could be of course rallying up very quickly from off. But on the 1 hourly candles, what we have to be doing in the minute short term is for Ethereum to break through this level over here. This red box is going to be essentially the critical range to be breaking right now. You can see support line still providing very strong support. As soon as we're going to fail to hold on towards level and we're going to trade below this level, I do expect that we could be maybe see some more troubles ahead of us, and maybe we could be exiting this trend over here. So it's going to be very, very important that Ethereum is going to do this right now on the 1 hourly candles and not going to fail to hold on towards the support line, because if it's failing to hold on towards the support line and goes below it, it could be of course in for some more significant corrections here in the market. So that's of course not a thing what you would like to see. If you're approaching it like a fake out here on the top side, if you're approaching the chart here as a fake out over there, because as the trend line you can see previous resistance flipped in resistance over here as well, we could be maybe aiming for some kind of a symmetrical triangle. So this is well potential scenario that we could be aiming for if you're going to be approaching it like this. So it really depends on how you're going to be approaching it, but yeah, like this you can clearly see as well, we are squeezing the price right now in towards an apex. So also for me right now, what I personally think on the imminent term and for the coming 2 to 3 hours, I do think that in the coming 2 to 4 hours approximately, we're going to see a massive move getting generated once again, and most likely it will be towards the upside. And the reason why I'm right now as well very comfortable that the market could be moving towards the upside here is because the funding rates are relatively low compared to yesterday, and the predicted one is as well going to be 0.01 here. So yeah, it's still 0.04, but still the funding rates are significantly lower than yesterday, so that gives us as well a little bit more room to trade with. So looks very, very good here, but let me move in towards the next reasoning why I am right now extremely excited about Ethereum. So what is very important is to look at the Ethereum against Bitcoin performance. So Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, very important chart to look at right now here. So what are we seeing right now on the chart is very crucial. So you can see first of all, we are forming constantly higher lows. So we are forming higher lows on this chart, and we are forming a very strong support line. So it looks to be that we already bounced from this level, was of course a very good thing to see here. But at the same time, if I remove this wrong real quickly, and if I'm going to take the parallel channel tool, and if I'm going to set up a parallel channel over here right now, it looks to be that Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is trading in this parallel downtrend right now here. So let me draw it correctly, and let me set it up like this. Yes. So it looks to be that we're right now trading in a parabolic downtrend. So what is a parallel downtrend here? Not parabolic, and what is going to be very important right now for this trend that we're trading in is of course a breakthrough of the top side of resistance. So what is going to be very important is a breakthrough of the high over here right here, and you can see clearly we already got 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points, and the more touch points you're going to get on such a significant level of resistance, on such a significant trend line, the more likely it is going to be that we're going to be breaking it. So yeah, I'm very comfortable that we could be breaking this downtrend anytime soon, and we could be starting to rally once again back towards the upside. So let's see on how that is going to be playing out right now here as well. You can see previous resistance, previous support, right now flipping into resistance. So Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is running into ever so slightly some resistance. But for me on right now, I do think still the chance is here that we're going to be breaking through it. And as soon as we're breaking, first of all, the downtrend of the parallel channel, and as soon as we're breaking this red box as resistance and retest that support, I do expect that we could be seeing, of course, some higher prices getting reached here for Ethereum against Bitcoin. And as soon as the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin valuation is going to start to increasing once again, it's going to be very beneficial for, first of all, yeah, you as an Ethereum holder, but as well for me in my portfolio, because yeah, I am a very, very big into Ethereum, because I do believe Ethereum is going to be the future of DeFi and the future of cryptocurrencies. So yeah, looking forward towards this one. Then as well, I have this different chart here on the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart, and you can see over here, this is a very important chart to as well look at. This, of course, a more wider view on the 3-day time frame. So you can see over here, previous resistance, previous support and resistance got found over there, and right now this level is getting retested already several times, and every single time we touch this level, just like what we were doing over here, we bounce very significantly back towards the upside. So we're once again retesting this level, and I do expect such kind of a structure. I do expect a massive bounce from off this level. Then it's of course not only this level that we're right now touching, it is well this critical upward sloping resistance line. that previous resistance line that right now is going to flip into support. So you can see resistance, resistance, resistance. So we got already clearly 3 very, very significant rejections that put us all the way down toward the lower side of this band here, like you can see. So 3 major rejections as well. Here we got a major rejection, then we broke through it and we absolutely smashed it. And since it is such a significant level of resistance, I do expect that, of course, on this touch over here, it's going to give us so much steam. And you can see already, we have been talking about this level already while we were trading on this candle as well, right? So I have been warning you guys several times about this candle, but you can see already the bounce that we're getting right now. I do think the downtrend is going to be shifting right now for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. And the gains will be shifted back to Ethereum. So of course, it's not only the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart that's looking good, but of course, if we're going to talk about these things, we have to be as well looking to the altcoin dominance chart. The altcoin dominance charts as well shows us right now the clear signal that we could be, of course, starting to accumulate altcoins once again. So you can see previous resistance, right now flipping into support. So very clear touch point. So Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart comes together with the altcoin dominance chart, with the Bitcoin dominance chart, and it gives me just a very clear signal that we could be in for a massive rally anytime soon here, where we are going to make some very significant gains, of course. So for me, it is once again 1 + 1 is 2. It's a very clear signal that we are getting right now that Ethereum is a very strong buy right now here. So of course, putting this information in our back of our mind and right now looking as well to the parabolic structure that we're going to create here, I do think that 5k Ethereum is going to be a no-brainer in a very rapid pace here. And especially just like you can see in front of your eyes right now here, it looks to be like we are forming such a beautiful market structure where we could be literally go exponential and create exponential price surges. So probably not a lot of people are going to be expecting this, but Ethereum is going to rise way quicker than you most likely are going to be expecting it will be rising. So yeah, it looks very solid. As well, what we are really have to be seeing right now on Ethereum, on the daily time frame, is going to be very important what we're going to do on the daily time frame, right? So daily time frame, we're right now running into some critical resistance on the top here. So of course, the all-time high resistance, what you want to be seeing right now here, basically Ethereum has to be closing a daily candle above this red box. As soon as we're going to close a daily candle above this red box, it's literally clear skies ahead of us. No clouds anymore. There are going to be no clouds away in our dreams here, and Ethereum will be absolutely sending towards moon. Literally, I mean, moon is definitely going to be imminent as soon as we're breaking this red box of resistance. So we know as well, we have our price target of the cup and handle scenario. Cup and handle scenario price target is going to be the $5,200. That's going to be, of course, a beautiful price target that we could be aiming for right now here. Still, I've got one warning shot out there. My only warning shot I've got out there right now here is that I'm a little bit worried about this divergence over here. I know we could be easily invalidated, but yeah, once again, going to quickly say it. What you can see here over here is because I'm trying to help you guys out there, is that we are seeing right now a lower high here on the RSI, just like you can see in the left side of the screen here, because I will be trying to help you guys about this divergence, because I'm really a momentum trader, and I like to, of course, educate you guys on how to as well spot these momentum shifts in the market. And right now, I'm not necessarily saying we're going to get a major pullback. No, I'm only giving you guys a little bit of a warning that the daily time frame is forming a higher high, so we're seeing a regular bearish divergence, higher high on the price action, lower high on the RSI. So it is still showing us that we're losing a little bit momentum. So I wanted to say this to you guys out there, so you guys are not going to be getting fooled or not going to get wrecked or whatsoever, you know. So that is, of course, what the RSI is currently telling us. If we're looking to the money flow index, you can see it's looking healthy, so that's a very good thing. Money flow index is not looking bad at all. And for me to, of course, be very bearish, I want to be seeing it on all my momentum indicators. And right now on the MACD as well, we shifted this downtrend to an uptrend. So it is looking particularly good right now, and there's definitely no reason to start to worry about the daily time frame in my opinion. That's only a minor warning that I want to be giving to you guys out there. So let me quickly get my chart back, indeed, like this. So yeah, it looks particularly solid on the daily time frame as well here, and just with all the things in my back of my mind here, it just gives me a very clear signal that we could be going, of course, very quickly parabolic for the Ethereum price action as well. How could you be anticipate this with a potential trade? For me on right now, if you really want to be trading Ethereum, you could be maybe potentially look at the symmetrical triangle. Of course, maybe people are not going to like because of this major fake out, but what I do clearly see is a major resistance line here on the top side, and of course a critical support line on the lower side. So I personally will be most likely not traded, but for sure, if we're going to be breaking this top side of resistance, I do expect that we could be seeing more significant price surges. Break of the support line is going to be resulting in more lower prices for Ethereum, so it's going to be relatively important to keep your eyes out on on this chart right now, because this chart will be showing you, of course, whether the market is going to be moving up or down here. So this will quite quick question, because I see that we're already watching with more than 700 of you guys out there. Make sure to smash up the like button. It would be truly appreciated if you're going to do so. Let's see if we could be reaching, let's say, the 200 likes right now on the stream. Will be truly amazing. And let's as well go in over some other requests that you guys currently have for me, of course. So ADA is my main exchange. I mean, ADA is probably as well probably it is a right now very strong buy in my opinion. Cardano is definitely one of these coins that is just preparing itself for major breakouts and major movements towards the upside. So yeah, I already did explain in depth about why I do think that Cardano is going to be absolutely exploding in my latest stream. But let me know in the chat if you guys want me to still talk a little bit further about Cardano. Let me know in the chat. But in the meantime, I'm quickly going to give my thoughts on Bitcoin, because I've not given my thoughts on Bitcoin yet here on the stream here. So my thoughts on Bitcoin right now are pretty interesting. I mean, what did you see? Of course, is a very clear bounce from the green box, right? Clear bounce from the green box, like we expected. We moved up ever so slightly. What are we seeing right now? So it looks to be that we're forming a very beautiful higher-low structure. As well, this wick is very good here in my opinion. So beautiful higher low structure getting formed on Bitcoin right now. As well, a 30-minute time frame looking very strong here. And we could be maybe approach it like an a parallel channel, like you can see over here. So parallel channel is getting created here. We're moving up at a very steady pace. And it looks to be that we're in just a very healthy trend. So what you could be doing here. So, oh, I see a lot of requests coming in here. Dot, Silica. 4 hourly candle close in 4 minutes. That's good. Let's witness the 4 hourly candle close, of course. Looking forward towards the 4 hourly candle. Yeah, looking forward to it. 6 minutes indeed, 6 minutes away. So 4 hourly candle close are usually the most excited candle close, of course, out there. So yeah, VeChain. See, we'll be talking a little bit more about it. No, stop talking. That's crazy. So let me go further into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looks to be creating some kind of a parallel channel towards the upside right now. We're creating this this higher low structure, high structure as well. Essentially, what you could be doing here right now is just look at buying the lower sides, buying the top sides. Looks to be the current trend that we're in, but of course, like we know here, trends can shift very quickly. So as soon as we're going to be breaking either sides here, it's going to be bearish. Top side is going to be bullish. So yeah, we will be breaking any side anytime soon here, and the volatility will be most likely increasing anytime soon once again. But for now, we're just having seen a lot of consolidation today, so it's pretty boring day to be honest. But you can clearly see we're having quite a lot of that consolidation getting formed here. So yeah, exactly in 5 minutes indeed. We're going to close the 4 hourly candles for Bitcoin. We are going to discuss the 4 hourly candle for Bitcoin. We're going to discuss the 4 hourly candle open and the candle close, of course, with you guys as well on Ethereum, on a lot of other coins as well. But yeah, we know still, if we're looking to Bitcoin, that we are still seeing this this interesting, very interesting hidden bullish divergence structure. So you can see lower lows here getting formed on the RSI, higher lows getting formed on the market. And this is going to be leading towards higher price getting reached here in the market, in my opinion. So you can clearly still see higher low getting formed. And while we're looking to the RSI, we're seeing lower lows getting formed. So yeah, for me, it's still a very clear signal that we could be in for even more significant pushes towards the upside. And I'm looking forward towards where we could be heading towards, since seeing this, of course, on BYBIT, on Bitcoin. I definitely think this could be helping us to push the trend even further towards the upside. And let me see. Polkadot's ready to pump. I made my first real profit with. Oh, it's so nice, man. Did you already set some ADA buy orders? I have not done it yet here, to be honest. I have to be doing it. But for me, I had no time yet here. But for me, it's going to be in just a matter of time before I'm going to be opening my trades here on Cardano. Because yes, I'm basically going to swing trade Cardano, because I do think that Cardano's yeah, basically preparing itself for a major move in the market. That's my thoughts about Cardano right now. It's preparing itself for a major move, and I base that because of the Cardano compared to Bitcoin chart and Cardano compared to Ethereum chart, and of course the US dollar based chart as well. So what are we seeing with Polkadot? I mean, Polkadot is rallying up even further. So we're about to close the 4 hourly candle. This is going to be a 4 hour breakthrough confirmation. So we're going to see a confirmation on the 4 hour breakout. It's going to be a very beautiful breakout if we're going to see this, of course. Yeah, because everything can happen still in 4 minutes time, you know. So what we're going to see in Polkadot here is a very important trend line getting broken. So you can see over here, resistance, and if we're going to close this 4 hourly candle outside of it, it's going to be confirming a breakout. And that will be, of course, very bullish. It will be very bullish for the Polkadot price action. And I definitely can't wait to see where we could be heading towards afterwards. So yeah, 4 hourly candle close above this trend line is going to be bullish. We could be maybe seeing a retracement on the next one, but that is not necessarily going to be that bearish. It's going to be relatively bullish, in my opinion, if we're going to see a retest. It's going to be very, very bullish if we're going to see a retest. And some people are saying .2 inverse and shoulders breakouts. So let me look at the 1 hour candles, right? So yeah, you could be maybe approaching like an inverse hand and shoulders. Maybe on the 2 hours a little bit better. So yeah, you could be maybe approaching this inverse hand and shoulders. Not my favorite not my favorite pattern to trade here, to be honest. But yeah, you can see it is forming this low head and right shoulder. But the reason why I don't like head and shoulders, guys, is a very, very clear thing here. I mean, a regular head and shoulders, I do like them. Because a regular head and shoulders, let me quickly explain this. A regular head and shoulders is basically a pattern, like you're forming a high, you're forming a higher high, but then you lose strength, so you form a lower high, right? So the head and shoulders that I don't like are these upward sloping head and shoulders, right? I don't like these head and shoulders that are going like this, because you can see a high getting formed, higher high getting formed, higher high getting formed like this. Those I don't like, because you can still sometimes form a higher high, and that takes the whole point away from a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders is a pattern that shows you that it is lacking strength towards the upside. But this, of course, is still a diminishing high that you're probably creating at that point. But I mean, I don't like upper sloping inverse or head and shoulders. I don't really like them. Inverse, maybe you could be still trading those. But still, that's just my own opinion, of course. Everyone has their own opinion, and everyone has their own strategy. But I do know from experience that head and shoulders are not the most powerful trading indications to be trading, in my opinion. In my opinion, at least. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be going. I do think that this 4 hourly candle close is very bullish, of course, on Polkadot. What you can see as well is that the Polkadot compared to Bitcoin chart starts to be pushing up again. It starts to be running towards this red box once again. And we know that the red box is the resistance where we already saw several times massive rejections from. And as soon as Polkadot is going to be breaking through this red box here on the Bitcoin comparison, it's going to be game on. It's going to be absolutely game on, in my opinion. So yeah, please don't spam in the chat if you're going to do so. Can you also explain a double top? Double top is very, very. All these patterns have all like everyone has their made an own name on it, right? So let me quickly explain some patterns to you guys out there for some education purposes, right? So we will be as well monitor the 4 hourly close and all these coins. So the M pattern is as well a very simple pattern, right? So M pattern is basically a double top. Because you're not able to break through the high, it's most likely, and you're forming this low towards this neckline. You're first of all having a triple bottom. First, you call it a double bottom over here, but a triple bottom is bearish because you're retesting it the third time and you're forming two highs. So you're forming a double high and you're retesting the low for the third time. So that means that you're basically lacking strength on the lower side, and that a lot of these buy orders already got cleared up, so the chances relatively high they're going to fall below it. And the W is exactly the opposite than M, right? W is exactly the opposite. So on the W, you're having this retest on the top side, so it's likely to break it because all the sell orders already got cleared. And on the W as well, the lower side is getting retested 2 times, and it's 2 times it's not getting broken. It's a valid support line. So that's basically how it works. M pattern and W is basically exactly the opposite. It's exactly the opposite. So that's pretty interesting. Ethereum doing the work. Exactly. Ethereum is leading the way, guys. Let me see. No sound. Yeah, test. Oh, you're fooling me. You're pranking me. Red box, give me a red little rocket. So guys, we just opened a new 4 hourly candle. So congratulations once again for surviving this one. Congratulations for surviving another 4 hourly candle. So yeah, we will be keeping our eyes out on what it is going to be what kind of effect it will be having. Will you enter long position odds? I will. I will. True. A dead cat bounce possible on Bitcoin? What do you mean with dead cat bounce? I mean, some people don't understand what a dead cat bounce is, guys. If you ever searched up the definition for a dead cat bounce here, you know this is not a dead cat bounce, because a dead cat bounce is 50% of the rally. So if this was a dead cat bounce here from the high over here, it should only have come towards. I can do a quick calculation, because a dead cat bounce is still 0.5. So if it was a dead cat bounce, Bitcoin was not going above this level. So that is the reason why this was the point of no return. As soon as we were breaking through this level over here in the trend, we of course we're saying to everyone, okay, this is not a theory that is correct anymore, because a dead cat bounce is always 50% of the previous trend, and then you correct further down. And no, it was not a dead cat bounce. It is, if you're calling this a dead cat bounce, you definitely have to do some more research, because this is not how a dead cat bounce looks, man. So yeah, Bitcoin in the meantime, by the way, we're moving up ever so slightly. Ethereum is following us as well. Ethereum is following. So let me go back to the Ethereum 1 hour chart, because still we got some very interesting things to talk about on Ethereum, right? On the 1 hourly chart, we are going to be looking at this pattern, some kind of a symmetrical triangle here. Of course, not my most favorite pattern, but I do think that we could be looking for a very critical downward slope resist line that we have to be breaking. And of course, I do like the support line, to be honest. Support line is showing us quite a lot of the significance. So it's going to be showing us whether the market is going to be moving up or down from here on. If we're really going to be looking for price targets, it's going to be only a 4% move approximately. If we're going to be breaking out, it could be a 4.3% move approximately. And we could be in, of course, for an Ethereum very, very close to March and all-time highs. So we will be keeping our eyes on Ethereum right now, because it's going to be important, because the coming hours, right now, while we are trading here, of course, in approximately 3 more hours from here on, we're at least going to see a breakout. And of course, the closer we're going to become towards the apex, the bigger the chances that we're going to see a breakout. So breakout is going to come very, very close right now. So someone is asking me, is it a good time to be buying Ethereum? So if you're going to compare it, is it a good time to be buying Ethereum right now if you could have been buying the lows of here, or to buy the lows of here, if you were subscribed to the channel at least? No, it's not good buy if you're compared towards these lows of here. But the question is, if you are already owning some Ethereum, if you're not owning any Ethereum already, it's irresponsible to not own it, in my opinion. And of course, the question then it remains, when are you going to be buying it? But what I don't like is that, of course, let me quickly listen up here. Let me quickly tell you something. I know that Bitcoin is a very emotional asset, and you can see the greed has been cooling off 75 right now. Yesterday was 84. So the greed has been cooling off ever so slightly, but people are too greedy right now. People are too greedy. And I'm getting scared, you know? So I'm going to say this to you guys out there. Is it a bad buying moment? I will be definitely not say no, because it's never too late to buy Bitcoin. But there were so much opportunities. Literally in the past 6 months, there were so much opportunities. And you're going to ask me right now, is it a good time to be buying? I mean, that is the whole point. When I get stressed out very, very significantly. Because guys, listen up, here on the channel, we were buying the extreme fear, because we buy fear and we sell greed. So if you did fail to be buying the fear, listen up carefully. Listen up carefully right now. First of all, subscribe to the channel so you're not going to be missing out on all these good buying opportunities in the market. But second of all, guys, the next time, you have to make this rule with yourself. The next time the market is going to hit these extreme fear levels, don't sell. Buy. Don't be the one that is going to be selling the fear, selling the dip. The next time, if you did miss out on buying the lows over here, the next time we're going to be around these ranges, you're going to say to yourself, you're going to do the right thing. You're not going to do the wrong thing. So this, of course, a promise that you have to make with yourself. And I'm here to try to help you guys. Honestly, out of my heart, I would love to get profitable altogether. That's the reason why I'm trying to say this and trying to bring out this important statement to you guys out there. So make sure that you're going to do so. Make sure that you're going to keep your eyes out on this this indicator. It's, of course, not a clear sell or buy signal. No, it's going to be an average good buy or an average good sell, you know? So once there is extreme fear in the market, it's going to be an average good buying price. If it's going to be a lot of fear in the market, greed in the market, this is going to be an average good better sell period. So is it too late to be buying? No, I will be always saying no, because I definitely will be saying, if you're not holding any of it, it is definitely more irresponsible. And are you going to be holding dollars for it or whatsoever, you know? So that is, of course, a big message that I want to be bringing out to you guys out there. So make sure to do so. Make sure to do so. Are you leverage trading H-bar? Not yet. I'm not yet. I mean, I wanted to be trading H-bar for sure on BYBIT. So I did make an application that they're going to probably get listed here. So yeah, maybe soon we're going to be seeing H-bar here on BYBIT. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Looking forward towards it. So yeah, if you want to be trading as well on BYBIT, don't forget to sign up here. But yeah, it's definitely very cool. It's definitely very cool. So what is DOT doing? DOT is definitely pumping very quickly. So let me as well look real quickly for let me do not to the Kraken chart. Let me go to OpenX here. But let me quickly look at DOT compared to ETH. All right. So what is DOT doing compared to ETH? So compared to ETH, it's performing very well here. Like you can see, it's performing very well. And we formed this this high over here, and we did broke this downtrend, right? So we did broke this downtrend. Is of course already a very positive thing to see, a very beautiful thing to see as well. Then we could be maybe aim still for some kind of a resistance line over here. And we're trying to break out of it today, so that's pretty crazy. So we're trying to break out of this critical resistance line here on DOT compared to Ethereum. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. And let's see on how it's going to be resulting like. So you can see we're forming an upper slope support line, downward slope resist line. And let's see on how this will be resulting in. Let's see how this will be resulting in. So Yeah, it looks to be that we're finding yeah, very clear rejections on the top side, clear support on the lower side. And I definitely think we could be, of course, seeing a massive breakout anytime soon here. So hopefully we could be rallying towards the upside with that. I definitely think we could be starting to rally very quickly towards the upside on this chart, just like we did over here. So don't be surprised if that is going to do the exact same. And once again, we're forming very beautiful market structure. Just like we were doing up here, we're forming very beautiful market structure. We're rolling over back towards the upside. So, what are you saying in the chat, guys? I see Algo breakout. I will look at Algo. I will look at Algo anytime soon. I have been warning you guys pretty significantly by Algo. So, yeah, it's looking good. Oh, that's not the right one. So, I have been warning you guys about Algo. So, Algo has been performing very well, right? So, Algo has been performing very, very well. We have been looking at this symmetrical triangle. We'll start it a little bit more like this. So we have been looking at Algo quite significantly for quite a while here. And I've been very, very bullish on Algorand, right? So Algorand as well formed a beautiful structure here on the 4-hourly candles, downward slope resistance line on the top side, upward slope support line on the lower side. Formed a beautiful structure, broke this trend line, retested several times, and it pushes up right here. So Algorand, beautiful structure that we're currently seeing on the market. On the daily time frame, you could have been exactly addressed the same way here. You can see trend line getting broken right now, but essentially on the 4-hour right now here, what you can see is Algorand was forming a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And what are we doing right now? We're forming a higher high. So we're breaking the downtrend. We're confirming an uptrend right now. So this is, of course, a good thing here. So market structure looking particularly good here. If I'm going to take a look at the momentum indicators, it's looking like a healthy trend. No bad trend at all. So that's, of course, a very positive thing that you're seeing right now in Algorand. And it shows me right now is that there's not necessarily a big reason to be starting to panic sell or panic profit or whatsoever on Algorand. It looks to be that we're in a healthy trend and we are having a healthy trend reversal. So we could be definitely in for some more higher highs as well. What you can see, we have been already starting to set the higher low structure. So personally, I am right now should just lean back and get very comfortable that Algorand could be seeing, of course, even more surge towards the upside. And what is nice about Algorand as well is that you can be trading it here on BYBIT. So Algorand is here on BYBIT, and that's pretty cool. Like you can see over here, it's Algo. Definitely worth to check out here because Algo is one of these coins that you can be trading over here, and it's of course a very valuable coin that you could be trading. So Algorand looks very strong here in my opinion. Trend is looking very healthy. If I'm zooming in towards 1-hour candles, what are we seeing over here? So essentially right now the 1-hour candles, you can see over here top side of resistance getting provided here. So top side providing resistance right now, we could be maybe looking for some kind of an ascending broadening wedge, right? So not my most favorite one. So maybe we could be looking for an ascending broadening wedge, maybe descending broadening wedge if you approach it like this here. But for sure possible, don't really see a touch on the lower side anymore getting created from here on. But for me, mainly right now on the Algo price section, I should be looking for, of course, a breakthrough of the top side of resistance. So our top side of resistance is going to be important to break through right now. To be honest, if I look to the 1-hourly candles, looks to be that we're losing a little bit of momentum. You can clearly see here, once again, I'm going to educate you guys here. I'm here for the education. You can see higher high getting formed here. And on the RSI, you're forming still a lower high. So take this with a grain of salt. This is on the 1 hour, and usually these bearish divergence on the 1-hour candles, they don't really provide you a massive pullback. The only thing that they will be providing you is maybe a potential minor pullback, and then you could be once again moving up. But still going to say it, we're seeing right now bearish divergence getting formed here on the 1-hourly candles. That's very, very interesting to see here. Let me see what the other momentum indicators are right now telling us. So if we're enabling the MACD, first of all, the money flow, you can see money flow, it is losing as well a little bit of its strength. Higher highs getting formed, lower highs of the money flow as well. If we're going to look at the MACD histogram is forming as well, and higher highs, so it's looking good. So yeah, MACD is looking healthy. Only money flow and RSI is looking a little bit bad. So we are not seeing the triple confirmation. So that's the reason for me to just take it with a grain of salt, because I only will be bearish on coins if I see a triple confirmation in my 3 different momentum indicators that I use here. So yeah, pretty interesting what we're having right now here. So let me see. Noon has a crystal ball. Consolidation we could predict. I mean, guys, to quickly give you guys my heads up once again about the weekend expectations. What I do expect for the weekend is definitely very similar structure. Because we have been predicting the weekends for. Let me get to my weekend chart. Where's my weekend chart? Let me get to my weekend chart. Do I have it? Ah, here's my weekend chart. So what my weekend prediction will be once again is just going to be this CME close and open. It's going to be once again for me the prediction where we are going to open a Monday on. If we're going to trade, here it took us of course 2 days and 11 hours. So you can see over here. So 2 days it took. We opened the CME, and you can see right away after the CME after the CME closed on Monday came, we right away pumped towards the upside and we filled the gap here, right? So here exactly the same. We traded above it and we had a correction. Here we traded exactly above it, and then we correct it right away. So what we should be expecting, once again, in my opinion, is going to be exactly the same. So depending on where the CME is going to open, sorry, once again, I say it wrong here. So depending on where the CME is going to be closing, that will be my target on where I should be aiming for, where the market is heading towards, right? So excuse me for saying it incorrectly. So if the CME closes, let's say, on this level over here, I will be expecting that on Monday, we're going to see this level as well. So if we're going to pump on the weekend, I will be expecting a drop on Monday. If we're going to dump on the weekend, we're going to be expecting a pump on Monday. It's that simple. It's that simple how we're going to be approaching it. So as well, in terms of trading, it's going to be very easy once again. Just like we had in the last weekends, always once you're trading below it, it's going to be a good long opportunity because you're going to push up once again and you just take profits exactly over here. You could have been taking profits over here. So for this weekend, we're going to, of course, look at more opportunities to trade as well. So I'm looking forward towards it, on how it's going to be playing out here. I'm very excited on where we are going to be heading towards this weekend. So yeah, looking forward towards all the trading opportunities that we're going to get here. So let me see on where the CME is going to close there. It's going to be fun. I don't know exactly. It's going to be closing over here approximately. So depending on where it's going to be closing, we're going to be making up our thoughts on where the weekend is heading towards, right? So we have been already right for the past 6 weekends, and I will be doing once again this prediction for this weekend once again, and I most likely will be right again, because then we are, I think, for the 8th time in a row right for our exact weekend prediction. So if you want to be finding out about more weekend predictions, because we are always going to do the weekend predictions on the Friday, sorry, on the Saturday as well, but because then I'm awake, because probably once the CME is going to close, I'm asleep, because for me it's very late at that point. So yeah, if you want to be always finding out about these weekend predictions, make sure to just smash up that subscribe button on the channel, and especially as well ring the bell notification so you're not going to miss out on any of these further updates here on the channel, right? So those are once again my predictions for the weekend. It's basically a gap that is going to get filled here. This is basically what it is, because if you're familiar with CME gaps, it's just a gap that's getting filled right away on the Monday, because we tend to see that happening already for 8 weeks in a row. So pretty interesting. And Rahul, you're saying 88 not looking good. What else should I buy in spot? Why is 88 not looking good? I definitely disagree with it. Some people are saying Cardano not looking good. Cardano is not doing anything whatsoever. But for me on right now, Cardano is the coin that you should be buying. So many people are saying right now Cardano is not looking good, and that's making me even more bullish, right? So listen up for everyone out there. I've been through this thing several times, and if you really want to make the money, you don't sell Cardano right now. You don't sell the lows. You don't sell the lows. That is just not how it works. You buy the lows, you sell the highs. And I am right now so freaking bullish on Cardano. It's crazy. I'm so bullish on Cardano. I just have literally no words for it. And the words that I want to be using, I don't use them because I'm so bullish, you know? So Cardano compared to Ethereum, it's just looking very clear. Beautiful touch point on this upper stomach support line. Looks very strong and looks like giving us a very strong buying opportunity. And because you don't want to be buying coins that are already pumping, no, you want to buy these coins that are not pumping yet. So as well for Cardano compared to Bitcoin. I've been going over this several times, guys, but quickly for everyone who just tuned in here and is not familiar yet with my Cardano predictions, Cardano is as well forming a beautiful resistance here on the Bitcoin pair, previous support, we are once again retesting it. So Cardano compared to Bitcoin, Cardano compared to Ethereum, looks very good. And what is the Cardano compared to US dollar chart says? It says that it is consolidating. It says it is consolidating after this huge rally we had towards $3, and right now it's just consolidating. And since the market is extremely bullish, this is the time to be buying. Everyone is, of course, having more fear and fear in the Cardano price action as well. If you compare the all-time high towards the lows here, out of my here towards the lows, you can see that we did clearly find some supportive touch from this level. We traded below it, but right now we're getting still supported by this level. So it looks to be that Cardano is right now forming a beautiful consolidation pattern, and consolidation is the time to be buying into coins. I have already said to you guys out there, I will be building up a massive swing trade position, maybe up to 100k or maybe 300k. I will be doing it anytime soon here. I will be, after the stream, I will be starting to say, I have not sent my money to BYBIT yet here, but I will be deposited some extra USDT on my account, because I'm going to be building up a massive long position here on Cardano, and I'm going to use my period trading strategy. So what I'm going to do here is, of course, I'm going to open my position with a small amount of quantity. If the market moves down, I add more, I triple, I mean I double down every single time the market moves down, and that is my strategy, so I can build up a big position and have low risk. So of course you have to a bearish triangle. I mean, yeah, it's of course a continuation pattern. You're saying it's a bearish triangle. It's a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles are continuation patterns. and it's in a downtrend. So you should be expecting a continuation towards the downside. But I am not expecting a continuation towards the downside because the whole market is bullish. And then second of all, you know, we have to as well look in towards the fundamental worth of Cardano. So Cardano, they launched their mainnet. DeFi is going to be big. DeFi is going to be extremely big on Cardano. There are going to be so much DeFi projects that are right now getting built on there that are going to absolutely 10 or 20 or 30x here. So myself, I'm going to be buying into these projects as well, because these projects that are going to get launched on Cardano is going to be the next big thing here. Right now it's Polkadot, but as soon as the Cardano coins are coming out, it's going to be the Cardano mandates that are going to come. So, I mean, you have to make up your own mind. You have to make your own decisions. But for me right now, I am buying. I am buying like crazy into Cardano because I'm very comfortable where it could be heading towards right now here as well. Setting up Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, you can see we still have the 0.618 below us. We are trading above the 0.5 here, so the halfway point of the trend, we're still trading above it, still finding very strong support on this range as well here. If we're going to then set up Fibonacci extension, so let me set up a Fibonacci extension. You can see right now the critical level that we have to be breaking through here is going to be the 0.618 here. It's going to be this critical level resistance right now, where we're trading against at this point. So I'm looking forward towards how this is going to behave itself here on the current market that we're trading against. But I mean, it's definitely just a matter of time till Cardano is going to be creating some moves. But so many people right now saying to me, you're crazy that you're buying Cardano. Cardano is doing nothing. Cardano is looking bearish. Cardano is looking this or that. But if you're zooming in ever so slightly towards the imminent short term, you first of all can see as well some momentum shifts are getting created right now here. So once I talk about a momentum shift, you can see the lower high structure is right now getting broken. We are forming this lower high structure into a higher high structure right now. So that's, of course, already a good thing as well. We have been forming higher lows as well along the way. So, of course, in my opinion, this is definitely not a reason to be panicking about Cardano right here. So, yeah, I am personally very excited about Cardano. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has to be making their own opinion on the market as well here. But once everyone is bearish, I will be used to be bullish on certain coins. And if you want to be making these life-changing wealth and life-changing gains here, you have to buy into projects that are not pumping. You have to be buying into projects that not a lot of people are willing to be buying in right now because they are not giving gains. You know, some people only tend to be buying into the periods of the year. People are most amount of people, retailers, bought over here because they saw, oh, it's going to go still to X. It's not how it works. You buy these, you buy this, and in a few months we will be reevaluating once again. But I do think that if you're here in crypto and if you're here to make gains here, if you're not buying Cardano right here on this time, I don't know. Cardano is just a sleeping giant, just like Khaled is trying to say in the chat. 188 is one Honda. That's crazy. Guys, by the way, I'm quickly going to show this video. Guys, did you saw this video? Quickly showing it.
Hi, I'm Max Verstappen, and I'm here to learn about Bitcoin with Cash App. What is Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is a new type of digital currency. Unlike traditional currency,
it's very crazy. Just Red Bull Racing makes a video about cryptocurrencies because, yeah, of course, a sponsor, I think, Cash App or so. They're saying crypto, but it's pretty crazy, right? This is crazy.
That was fast.
Buy, sell, and send Bitcoin fast.
It's crazy. I mean, I like to see it. I mean, crypto is everywhere. Crypto is everywhere. And it's coming everywhere, guys. How crazy is this? These partnerships that are coming up as well with Tesos. I mean, it's the next big thing. It's the next big thing here. And the point here is that less than 1% of the people in the world are exposed to crypto. So you watching right now to our videos, you watching right now to this channel. You're investing in the future. You're investing in a revolution, and you're investing on making life-changing wealth here. And it's going to be as well for a lot of projects that still have a lot of potential as well. Ethereum is going to be extremely big, in my opinion, in the future. Yeah, because all the decentralized finance is built on there. So I'm looking forward towards it, how it's going to be playing out here. But I'm getting excited. If I don't have Cardano, do you recommend me buying around this price? I will never recommend or do anything because I can't give you any financial advice here. I will be not give any financial advice as well here. But for me on right now, I am still buying around this level. So yeah, you make up your mind yourself. Do your own research, of course. Never just listen to someone here on the internet. I always say do your own research. But in my opinion, it's definitely not a bad buying zone. It's not a bad buying zone at all. Yeah, I mean, of course, there are always better buying zones. If you're looking 4 years, if you look 2 years back, I mean, I bought my first Cardano in 2019 for 3 cents. I bought my Cardano for 3 cents. And yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, those are way better buying zones. But right now, still, yeah, it's depending on what your thoughts are in the market, right? So yeah, I'm getting pretty excited. I'll put all these things together and it's looking pretty good here. As well, coins. Let me see. Let me quickly check on crypto.com here. I have not looked at this chart for a while. I'm a pretty big holder in it. I like the crypto.com card, to be honest. I really like it. But yeah, crypto.com, of course, you can see formed its downtrend over here on the 12-hour time frame. And since breaking this downtrend over here, let me redraw ever so slight like this. So since breaking this downtrend, you can see we broke the resistance and right now retested this as support, so it's looking pretty good here. And you could be maybe approaching like some kind of a symmetrical triangle. So if you're a holder of crypto.com, you're doing pretty good most likely. So looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. Yeah, Red Bull has a Tesla sponsor. Yeah, Red Bull has Tesla as a sponsor, so that's pretty cool. And as well, McLaren as well have Tesla as a sponsor as well. So pretty cool that they are doing so. But crypto.com, yeah, it looks to be forming this continuation pattern of this symmetrical triangle, and it looks to be just broken out here. So yeah, I'm very curious where it could be heading towards. But yeah, I do expect. I mean, I like the marketing of crypto.com. There as well, you're not able to leverage trade crypto.com, so that's the reason why we are not seeing these weird charts. It's just a very healthy chart that we're seeing basically, and you can just constantly see we're forming higher bottoms, higher lows, and higher highs. And of course, these spikes that we got over here, like this spike over here, was because they announced the 7.5 billion token burn. They're going to do more token burns in the future, they told me. I mean, I read it. It didn't told me, but they're going to do more token burns in the future, and I think they will be having the same effect, right? So it could be easily shoot up towards these levels around the 27 cents again. I think Crypto.com can be eventually reach $1 easily. So yeah, against Bitcoin, it's still doing very neutral. It's not doing anything interesting, to be honest. It's still pretty low against Bitcoin. Not really outperforming Bitcoin, but it's just on the equal pace, right? So it looks particularly neutral right now. So guys, let me know in the chat here. I'm going to go over some more altcoins. What altcoins have we been? What altcoin should we be going over right now? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know. Don't Mercedes F1. I don't know. Tesla's is sponsoring a lot of teams here, guys. Tesla's is sponsoring a lot of teams, so that's why. Let me see. But who are you talking? I don't know. So let me see. I see Avex. Let me go into Avex. I see. Oh, I always read the chat, and you guys sometimes have a conversation with each other, and I try to understand it. But whoa, this was a long time ago. So what are we seeing with Avalanche? Avalanche, of course, beautiful retest what we got. So yeah, we did saw this major bearish divergence got created over here. That was what we were looking at. So we were creating this major bearish divergence, and what we see here is that the RSI trend line got broken. So that's good. Very positive for Avalanche in my opinion. So you can see at the time we broke this downtrend on the RSI, you can right away see we increase from of that point. So that's of course a beautiful breakthrough that we did caught over there. Since then we started to create further on. So yeah, we formed a massive bearish divergence along the way up here. Reason that we did correct it, but you can see Avalanche, all-time high, resistance, support, and right now once again support. So yeah, always by the retest of the all-time high. Retest all-time high is a very strong buying zone for a lot of these altcoins. So yeah, it's a very strong time if you have been buying the dip over there. If you have been buying the dip for Avalanche, you are doing a pretty good job here. You're already up to 22% here in just the past few days here. Of course, there are some other coins that are making more significant gains here, but still, it's a very good job that you're doing so right now with Avalanche. What could be doing here? To be honest, if I'm zooming in towards, let's say, the 12-hour time frame, and again, to be setting up this trend line here, you can see clearly, we clearly got several rejections. So from the high over here, we from the high over here, we saw a rejection, and right now breakthrough, and we're continuing the way up here. So no clear skies ahead of us yet. We have still to take out some several highs. So what we clearly did do is, of course, set a higher high than this high over here. What's of course positive because we were in this clear lower high trend here. And right now we are breaking the trend and we're shifting the trend back towards the upside. So Avalanche looking good right now for the imminent short term. If we're going to be looking, and let me see, I have to change up. My screen is not that good, so I think it's good once again. So excuse me, I had unfortunately it was not correctly, but it should be good again. Should be good again, no problem. So yeah, what we currently can see here is that it did broke this trend here. I'm going to go into our, let's say, the 4-hourly time frame. You can see Avalanche starts to be moving up again. You can see it did find some resistance over there. We could be maybe look at the approach a little bit differently. I don't like so. I don't like. So Avalanche is moving up very quickly in a very significant pace here. Not a lot of interesting things playing out, to be honest. But yeah, looks good. So some people are saying Rover doesn't want to talk about Solana. I mean, I do want to talk about Solana. I talked about it several times here already today. I talked about it several times, and I do think, yeah, we have seen in the symmetrical triangle, and we're breaking it towards the upside right now, and the risk is only increasing with Solana. So yeah, that's the only thing I say. Of course, a lot of people disagree, or a lot of people don't like it. But look like I've been trying to educate you guys, right? So what we can currently see is a huge momentum loss getting generated, right? A huge momentum loss getting generated on Solana. Of course, we first have to wait for the 1 daily candle close. As soon as this closes, it's going to be confirming this huge momentum loss that we're generating in the market. It's not only on the RSI, it's as well on the MACD, it's as well on the money flow index. So we're seeing a triple confirmation getting formed, right? Triple confirmation getting formed right now on 3 different momentum indicators. It's just for me giving a clear signal to be a little bit more cautious. I'm not saying it's not going to be reaching its price target. I have said already several times, I do think Solana will be reaching its price target. But the chance, the risk is just constantly increasing in a massive pace. So the risk on Solana is just constantly increasing. And that's the reason why I don't necessarily like it on the imminent short term. I do like the project. I've said it several times. I do like the project. And as well, this symmetrical triangle is beautiful. It's a beautiful symmetrical triangle. Look at this. It's pinch perfect. It's just pinch perfect. It's definitely, there's not much better symmetrical triangles that you see nowadays. It's just a perfect one that just got created. So yeah, I do think it is looking particularly solid right now. But yeah, it's still, I'm just going to say out there that the risk is constantly increasing. Can you please tell us how you claim your BYBIT bonus? If you did deposit your BYBIT on your BYBIT account, you should be getting it rewarded in just your asset. And of course, if there are some issues that you're not receiving your deposit bonus, take contact with the exchange, because they have pretty good customer service. I know the customer service is pretty good here on BYBIT, and you just have to ask them something, because you just have to send a request that they didn't got it, and they will fix it for you. So very good customer service. Just go to BYBIT, and if you did not get your bonus or whatsoever, there should be a glitch or whatsoever, so just contact them, right? So I'm not from the exchange, so I can't see or whatsoever these kinds of things. So the bakery, thank you for your support of the nation. You're saying, hey Dan, my graph from Binance is not showing a parabolic on Ethereum. Is that no? That's not. That's this. You mean this tool, the bakery? You mean this tool? Let me know real quickly in the chat. This is a tool that you get over here. You can use the curve, and the curve. I mean, it's not really a thing that you can use here. This is not an indicator whatsoever. Is no indicator whatsoever. This is just an own realization of the market. This is the own thing I see in the market, because I see that the highs are exponentially growing. The highs are exponentially growing, and I see the lows exponentially growing as well. So we're forming exponential highs and exponential lows, and that is the reason why I set up this curve that you can select over here. Excuse me. So trading view, you can select this curve over here, and that's the reason why I'm right now looking for a parabolic trend towards the upside. So no, it's not a tool or whatsoever. So let me see. Phantom is pumping. Let me look at Phantom. You guys are saying, you guys are always bringing me into the action, so that's nice. Let me look at Phantom. Phantom is indeed pumping once again, guys. So yeah, of course, lovely to see. Phantom did broke out of the symmetrical triangle, move down ever so slightly. Look at these wicks that the cut created. So what we could be looking for right now is this support and resistance meeting each other, right? So support and resistance could be running in towards each other. So you can see I already provided them a pretty significant rejection on the Phantom price action. So let's see how this will be continuing right now towards the upside or downside. Let's see how it's going to be playing out here. Is Phantom going to be finding another massive rejection by the zone? Is Phantom going to be able to break through this level? And then we could be, of course, seeing a further pump towards the upside. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. Let's see how it could be further towards the upside, or if we're going to be maybe seeing a correction from this zone. So definitely everything is possible right now for Phantom. Let's see how it's going to be rolling out on the market. So pretty exciting. Ethereum in the meantime, by the way, guys, not doing anything special. It's still Ethereum doing its thing here, just consolidating, and most likely the weekend will be just look like this here. But as soon as the options are going to be expiring for this weekend, we have some bright things ahead of us. So Phantom, of course, moving up very quickly, and since Phantom is right now increasing so significantly towards the upside, of course the risk is as well increasing. So if you're going to make up a risk model, I would definitely say that Ventum risk is increasing as the price continues towards the upside. I'm not saying it's a bad buy. I'm not saying you have to sell it. I'm only saying the risk of holding it or the risk at buying it around these levels is significantly increasing since the price is, of course, exponentially grew. But 06 Flight is donating to the channel. You're saying Ami is a great NFT play with huge licensed brands with endless upside, also low enough for average Joe to really get a skin in the game. Please look at it. So 06 Flight, I myself got an Omni account as well, and I bought some NFTs as well on Omni. So I know they have some partnerships with Pokemon, if I say correctly. I know they have some partnerships with like these childhood movie things or so, but I know that Omni is a pretty good coin, a pretty good NFT play to be holding in, and you can see as well these NFT projects from the June low, it increased within 600%. So Omni is definitely not a bad buy. I definitely agree with that one. And as well, let me move into GRT in a second here, Musvina, because that's a very good request that you're giving over there. Because yeah, I'm getting as well pretty excited about that buy over there. So as well, I do think it looks like a parabolic structure that we're creating exponential highs, exponential lows getting formed. So Ami is looking particularly good here. And yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out over here. Let's see how it's going to be playing out. But yeah, if we're going to look a little bit into the lower time frame, because for the higher time frame, it's for me very hard to say where it is exactly heading towards, to be honest. Yeah, you can see it's right now trading in a downtrend. It's constantly moving down here for so slightly here, as you can see. It could clear a parallel channel towards the downside. What we could be aiming for is maybe as well a bigger parallel channel from the highs over here. So let me remove the drawings, by the way, and just use the parallel channel tool. So you can see we could be trading in this significant parallel channel. Downward sloping support line, downward slope resist line, and it looks to be that we're just consolidating in this range over here, and that we're just trading in this range over here. So as well, you can see since we broke the uptrend here, you got rejected by it, and we started to move down ever so slightly. So yeah, pretty interesting to be honest. But if we're looking to the momentum, maybe we are seeing some trend reversal signals getting formed. So right now we're not seeing any major trend reverse signals. We're not seeing any special things, to be honest, playing out right here. Money flow index is right now ever so slightly increasing while the price action is still decreasing. That's of course a very positive thing. But Ami, very hard for me to say where this is going to go towards in the imminent short term. What I can clearly see is that this is a previous support zone, previous resistance and support zone. That could be, of course, for sure provide some support. So in terms of a buying opportunity, you could be maybe buy it. But of course, you were more talking about the use case of Ami. And I do think it's a very good play here to look at these NFTs and Ami, man. I definitely agree with you, man. I definitely agree. But let me move into some more coins like as well, GRT and Bitcoin as well, because I see Bitcoin is moving up ever so slightly. But guys, before going further into the content, I quickly want to be asking you guys for a favor, because right now I see we only have 337 likes, guys. I will watch you with more than 860 of you guys out there. So if you want to be supporting the channel, don't forget to smash up the like button right now. It would be truly amazing if you can be smashing up that like button right now, right here, live on the stream. So if you want to be taking a few seconds of your time to do so, make sure just smash up the like button, make it blue right now. It's only going to take a few seconds of your time, and you will be literally mean the world to me here. So thank you so much for already smashing it up, of course. And let's go further in towards the content. But in the meantime, guys, look at Bitcoin going. So Ethereum is well getting bought up ever so slightly. Maybe we're going to see a breakout live in the stream. That would be, of course, absolutely amazing if we could be seeing a breakout live in the stream here. So some people are saying Bitcoin bear for like 15 minutes. So let me move in towards the lower time frames as well. No. Not a bear flag. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're of course looking for this. Are you going to be approaching it like a bear flag? It's up to you. I'm not necessarily going to be approaching it like a bear flag. Drawing. So you can see clearly, yeah, we're forming a parallel channel towards the upside. So yeah, you could be approaching it like a bear flag since we have been moving down here. But yeah, as soon as we're going to confirm a trend reversal, and for me on what's going to be important, what Bitcoin has to be doing right now is just break above this this red box. So as soon as Bitcoin breaks above this red box, we could be in for some more exponential price growth and some more exponential rallies towards the upside. But for now, right now, it looks to be that Bitcoin is just forming typically very strong higher low structures right now and higher high structures on short term. So for me right now, the trend is your friend tilt ends here. So the imminent short term lower time frames, the trend is towards the upside. 1 hour candle still trend towards the downside. So yeah, let's see how it is going to be playing out here. As soon as we're breaking above this high, the trend is not shifted yet, but we did broke out, and we did clearly broke some critical resistance. What was holding us back, and then we could be maybe aim for some kind of an rejection, or more maybe this resist line here on the top side. So it's going to be quite exciting on how it's going to be quite exciting, right? So GRT, holy cow, that's a crazy breakout that we did got over there. So GRT. Look at this. We formed this this falling wedge here. I raised once again here. Falling wedges are my most favorite trading opportunity. So, guys, if we're going to see ever a falling wedge in the market, oh, what happened? Oh, everything is good. So, if we're going to see ever a falling wedge going to get created here in the market, I will be the one that's going to most likely long it because I like falling wedges. I definitely like them a lot. I like them a lot. So, yeah, falling wedge, beautiful falling wedge created, and of course, right away afterwards, the market starts to be shifting its trend towards the upside. So yeah, you can see GRT is pumping good, but we know that GRT is right now only trading at $1, and of course GRT was trading on 2080 cents. So just a little bit like VeChain is trading significantly below its value where it used to be trading on. We could be setting up several trend lines here from the highs to lows. Several trend lines, of course, where we are currently seeing that we are finding massive rejections on. So pretty interesting what we're having over there. As well, what we know is that we are forming this critical level of resistance on the top side. So you can see previous resistance, flipped in resistance over here, resistance over there. So what we could be expecting for the GRT price action is as soon as we're going to be going back towards this level on the highs, it's going to be providing a lot of resistance. But I do think, yeah, if you're buying GRT, you're not buying for a crazy high price, and a lot of people are not in profit. So that's good because a lot of addresses on GRT are not in profit right now. Because a lot of people have bought the top over here. This is good. That's a good buying opportunity because that's just clear. Once a lot of people are not in profit, you should be buying. So once again, right now it looks to be a very strong buying opportunity in my opinion. So yeah, I'm very curious on where it is going to go towards from here on. I do want to be seeing, of course, a breakthrough of this trend line. If we could be breaking through this trend line right now, this could be, of course, game on for GRT. It's going to be important that we're going to be breaking this level. So let's keep our eyes out on wide open right now. Taking profits into what coin? For you to decide, man. It's fine. So let me see. Why is anyone selling right now? We don't know. We don't know why anyone is. The GRT is going to be important to look at it. Let me see as well quickly what the momentum is doing right now in the lower time frames. Looking good. Looking healthy. Yeah, we could be creating maybe a kind of a resistance line on the top side. Not my most favorite one, to be honest. But yeah, you can see clearly it's moving up clearly on the 4-hourly candles. It's moving and it's creating its trend towards the upside. So it looks particularly good right now. So Ethereum and Bitcoin are moving up right now. So that's pretty interesting to see, to be honest. That's pretty interesting to see. So Bitcoin will be breaking through this red box. Guys, let me know in the chat here. Do you think that Bitcoin is going to create another leg down? Or is Bitcoin going to create another push up here? Let me know which scenario is going to be playing out. Because there's going to be a major move getting formed anytime soon here, most likely. In the weekend, maybe we could be seeing some more volatile things here. But in the end of the day, if we're going to pump in the weekend, we're going to dump the Monday. And if we're going to be pumping the weekend, we're going to dump on the Monday. So it's pretty clear for me on what the weekend to be expecting on. But let me know what you guys think of it. How do you avoid fees? You can't really avoid them. You basically almost can't avoid them. Let me see. One Bitcoin is one Lambo, of course, sheepy boy. True. Depending on what kind of Lambo you want. I mean, right now there's not a very good Lambo you're going to buy it. But yeah, for sure, in the future, it could be a very good Aventador maybe. So let me see. Another leg down. Oh, a lot of people saying down. Retest all time high. Yesterday down, today up. Let's see. Is the Telegram group full? I hope I can join one day. Of course, it's not full yet. I'm just the invitation takes a lot of time here because I've still right now got like 800 to do or so. So yeah, I'm trying to work on it every single day. So if you're sure that you're signed up for a BYBIT from my link, you will be for sure get your invite on the Telegram group here. So if you filled in the correctly, you will be getting the invitation for the Telegram group. Just be patient because it just takes a lot of time here. It takes a lot of time. And if you're already in the group here, yeah, welcome. Do you hang out with Crypto? I was hanging out with them last week, but right now, I mean, it's not really my kind of people. I mean, I'm just more on myself. I made a lot of friends in the crypto community, to be honest. Last week I was there. We were there with all the people from the crypto community. We were in Dubai, so it was pretty good. Learned a lot of new people, of course. But yeah, nice. I think the dump is coming tomorrow. I don't think we're going to necessarily dump on the weekend. Ethel Jane, I sold my Ethereum. What should be a good re-entry? I mean, what is a good re-entry? That's a very big question. Yeah, we're trading almost against all-time highs. So it means if you're trading almost at all-time highs, it basically means that almost all the entries are in profit. So you see, it's not necessarily a good buying opportunity, but depending on what your view is, I do think that we could be seeing still exponential growth here in the coming days, coming weeks ahead of us. So in that perspective, it's still a possibility to be buying more of it. I don't think it's a bad buy at all, to be honest, if you have a long-term vision. If you just don't sell, it's always a good buy. What do you think is a good entry? Depending on what coin. I mean, Cardano should definitely stay right now. If we're going to be talking about Ethereum, I mean, if you just hold long enough, it's always a good entry. Rover, noob question. I am learning about trading, but for now on, I'm sticking with a few 100 on ETH and Bitcoin long-term wise. I mean, it's good. If you're just long-term wise investing Ethereum and Bitcoin, you're doing good. Did it tell you when the dump is, be honest? What do you mean? Let me see. One link is 10 Lambo. So dumps happen on normal days or possible at weekends. So to quickly address that opinion, guys. Quickly address that opinion. I'm not saying that a dump is not possible on the weekend. I'm not saying it. So listen up real quickly. I'm not saying a dump is not possible on the weekend, but what I will be saying here is that if we're going to dump on the weekend, so just like we did over here, we corrected in approximately 6% in the weekend. It's not necessarily a dump, but we corrected on the weekend, right? So if we do correct on the weekends, we most likely 9 out of the 10 times tend to pump on the Mondays. So I'm not saying a dump is not possible on the weekends. No, the only thing I'm saying right now here is that if we're going to dump on the weekend, it's going to be a pump on the regular day. It's to be a pump on the normal days, right? So just keep your eyes out on that. If we're going to pump in the weekend, you could be expecting a dump on Monday, and of course, most likely more sell pressure coming in towards the market. Just keep your eyes out on that one. It's nothing more, nothing less here. And of course, we are just going to keep looking on where the candles will be closed. I would like to see, of course, a massive pump on the remaining of the Friday. I want to be seeing the prices go as high as possible in the coming hours, because that means that the weekend could be having a correction and the Monday could be once again very bullish. But yeah, I'm not saying that's not possible in the weekend, but expect a pump on Monday if we're going to dump on the weekend. Let me see what the chat is saying. What is the chat saying? Rover, EGLD. I mean, EGLD, I'm a huge fan of EGLD's pumping, man. EGLD is game on for EGLD, like you can see over here. EGLD, let's look at this chart on the daily time frame. No, not on the daily time frame. So, what are we seeing on EGLD? What are we seeing on EGLD? EGLD, beautiful uptrend. I can see it right away. Beautiful uptrend getting formed on EGLD. Beautiful higher low structure, higher high structure. It's looking good. It's looking solid. It's looking strong. It's looking very strong. So that's a very good thing that we're right now seeing on HLD. So let's see if we could continue this trend here. And of course, as soon as we're breaking this trend, it's going to be bearish for HLD. But so far, it's just holding up pretty well. And I'm very, very comfortable that it could be even really run up further on from here on. So I'm very curious on how that's going to be playing out. That's what we can see here is maybe a potential resistance on the top side here. So we could be maybe look for some more resistance if we're going to be aiming towards these higher levels over here. What you can currently as well see is that the daily time frame did find some resistance on the higher levels over here. And that we're right now about to be breaking out of it. Of course, depending on where the daily candle will close, I think the chance is relatively high that we could be just say HLD is going to go for the breakout today. And it's pumping massively. I love to see HLD pumping, of course. So what we could be expecting for HLD, in my opinion, is that we're as soon as we're going to be breaking out of this symmetrical triangle, we could be in for a very significant rally of 53% here. 53% rally is going to be a pretty significant one, to be honest. And this could be very, very, very nice for EGLD. And it could be very nice for all the EGLD holders out there. From here on, it's going to be another 38% pump. So it looks particularly good here. And of course, as soon as this daily candle closes over here where we're right now trading on, we're going to form as well a different trend here, because we were in a downtrend on the daily time frames and we're shifting the trend back towards highs. So that's looking very good, looking very solid as well. What we could be as well see right now is that on the 4-hourly candles, we as well clearly are converting the trend towards the upside. Looking particularly good here. 4-hourly candle close above this high over here. And what are we doing right now? We're retesting that high. So looking good. We're retesting these highs over here. That looks very solid in my opinion for HLD. If we're talking about the momentum, it looks very good. I mean, HLD is looking very good. It is a little bit overextended right now. Still has more room to grow in my opinion, because yeah, we know that coins like HLD, they can go way more overextended. So still way more room to grow here, but potential cool period could be here anytime soon. Keep that in the back of your mind, of course. So yeah, guys, 500 likes. Let's go, guys. I see Rendo, you're saying 500 likes. Come on, guys. So guys, can we reach the 500 likes on stream? That will be truly amazing. So of course, smashing up that like button, guys. Listen up. Smashing up that like button. It's only taking a few seconds of your time, and it will be literally mean the world to me. So if you want to be checking up, if you want to be smashing up that like button right now, it will be truly amazing. If you're going to do so, you will be not only help me out massively, and you will be as well help out the whole cryptocurrency industry, because I know the more likes you're getting on this video, the more viral the content is going, and the more viral this content is going, the more likely it is that YouTube sorry, oh, what am I doing? The more likely it is that more people will be getting exposed to crypto, because the content is going to be the content will be going more viral, and that will be resulting in, of course, more people getting exposed towards it. So it's definitely very valuable if you're going to do so right now. It will be truly amazing. It will be definitely truly amazing if you can smash it up right now here like crazy. Smash it up like crazy, guys. It will be truly amazing. So yeah, we did smash it up to 500 likes already. So 491, I mean. So pretty close. You guys are doing a very strong job here. So yeah, HLD looking good. Looking very good, HLD right now. Very curious where it could be heading towards from off this point. And I'm very annoyed by... Quickly checking up. Working right now. Should be working once again. Excuse me for me being occupied for a second. But yeah, HLD, what I really mainly look at right now is the daily time frame, because the shorter time frames are right now pretty overextended. So yeah, that's of course very hard to analyze right now, but yeah, what you can mainly see is a critical oversold support line, critical hour slow resistance line. They are coming together, breaking out, and it's just continuing its trend towards the upside. It's going to create a massive move here, and HLD is going to be continuing way further on. And guys, yeah, we just smashed up 500 likes. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Phantom is pumping like crazy. Yeah, we know Phantom is indeed pumping like crazy, just like Bitcoin is doing right now, and Ethereum. So a lot of coins are once again pumping. Of course, Ethereum and Bitcoin are not that massively pumping, of course, but yeah, as you can see on this one hourly candle, we are right now with 0.6% up here, approximately $400. So, of course, I mean, I used to know these times like 2 years ago, where like $400 pump is like a 4% move, you know. So, right, it feels so normal, but yeah, but it just feels normal. I don't know how. It's weird. Things and perspective can change there. Perspective can change very quickly in crypto. Like in a few years, you're going to see a 100k Bitcoin as cheap Bitcoin. That is the whole point. You're going to see a 100k Bitcoin as cheap Bitcoin. You're going to see a 10k Ethereum as cheap Ethereum. Your vision will be changed so significantly. So, yeah, what I should say right now here is just load up on those cryptos. Just load up and just tag them up. And I mean, well, you decide what you're going to do with it. But I'm not looking to sell my cryptos at all. I'm just looking to hodl more, to make life-changing wealth in the future. So, of course, I already got wealth, but I want to have life-changing wealth for the next 10 generations. That is what I want, you know? And I want to be, of course, a part of the revolution of the cryptocurrency industry, right? So, yeah, look forward towards it. Will ADA pump ideas? I already went deeply over ADA, so please go a little bit back into the stream here, because I'm not going to do it once again. Let me see what you guys... Smelling my Lambo, so I mean, sheepy boy. If you're I really have to take you for a ride. Where are you guys all from? Let me know in the chat. Where are you guys all from here? I'm very curious. Where are you guys all from, and where are you watching from right now? Let me know. Could you have a quick look? Exceptions from Ethereum C, because Ethereum is compromised. Yeah. No, I mean, I should be very careful with the Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is not really my favorite coin. I've been warning you guys about it on the high over here on 140 or 160. I bought this coin so cheaply in 2019. I don't know what was wrong with me. I bought into this coin because I thought it was going to become a good coin, because it pumped so hard in. As well, it pumped very hard. Oh, okay, let me see what the chat is saying. I will be going off my story in a second. So Netherlands, Germany, Texas, Singapore, Sweden, England. Oh, guys, you're all over the world. It's crazy, of course. Crazy stuff here. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in over the world, guys. It's pretty crazy. Australia. Zandam, very nice. Nijmegen, very nice. Lamboland. Oh, that's crazy, man. Germany, Texas, Philadelphia, US. It's pretty crazy. UK, Spain, South Africa. Bedroom. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in all over the world. As well, don't forget, Lamboland. I really want to live there, man. I really want to live there. India, a lot of questions about Solana, guys. I will be going into Solana in a second once again. But let me quickly talk about the Ethereum Classic. I mean, I should be careful with this coin. It's just pumping up here once again. I mean, I should be just extremely cautious with this coin. Solana. So, yeah, I mean, not my favorite coin. I just don't really like it. So Solana is it pumping even further on? Yeah, you can see right now, yeah, right? So excuse me. Oh, that's my list. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. But Solana, what is doing on 1 hour candles, right? So Solana on the 1 hourly candles, guys, looks pretty interesting, to be honest, right? So once again, some education for you guys out there. Some education. Some more education for you guys out there. What are we seeing on the different momentum indicators right now? So let me enable the money flow index. So what are we seeing right now on the different momentum indicators? If we're looking to the divergence chart on the left side of you, so you can see here on the left side of your screen, what a bearish divergence looks like. So bearish divergence looks like you're forming a higher high in the price section. You're forming lower highs here on the RSI. So I mean, I can dream of these divergences, the hidden bullish divergence, hidden bearish divergence. I can dream out of them because I trade with it every single day, because it's the best trading signal, because the best way to trade crypto is just trade it with momentum. So what you can see right now here is that Solana as well, once again, is forming this double bearish divergence on the money flow index and on the RSI. Never enabling the MACD, you're seeing as well on the 1 hourly candles that Solana is forming a bearish divergence over here, and as well on the moving average. So triple bearish divergence right getting formed on Solana 1 hourly candles. So is this really the time to be buying more? I should be very careful. I should be very careful. So I'm not saying it's going to be stopping right now, but it looks to me that we could be going in. It looks like that we could be in for a potential short-term cool-off period. And if you want to be making the most amount of money, I don't think that's necessarily the strongest buying opportunity right now here. I don't think it's necessarily the strongest buying opportunity. I'm scared to be buying into a coin that's forming such a big of a bearish divergence. So for me, I'm only giving a warning shot to you guys out there, and I know that people don't like it because I'm just only giving back thoughts about it because it's just too bad. Yeah, it's just looking. If you're just honest, and if you're a charter just like me, and if you really analyze charts just like me, how I do it, you should stay right now. It's exactly the same as me. And if you think it's looking good right now because it's moving up purely, you should definitely look to the momentum that's creating right now. I mean, yeah, on the daily time frame, it's looking like a very good breakout for sure. It's looking like a very good breakout. But on the 1 hour candles, I should be very cautious. And in terms of buying right now, I should be extremely cautious. So I mean, I bought Solana at $20, and I sold quite a lot of it already. I'm not holding quite that much Solana, so I'm not like saying this because I don't like it, because I'm missing out or whatsoever, because I'm still holding it, but not so much as I used to do, of course. Because I think it's responsible to take some profits from it, in my opinion. So yeah, just quickly giving you guys some indication, of course, about purely the momentum. And of course, don't shoot the messenger. That's always what I say, because I'm just explaining to you guys out there what the exact analysis is telling us, right? So I'm only explaining the technical analysis, and for me, it shows me that we should be stay a little bit more cautious in the market. Let me see. Should Link be hyped more? Link will be picking up the hype anytime soon. In my opinion, Link will be picking up the hype anytime soon. Once again, what you can see here, it's moving up. Sorry, this Ethereum, of course. I thought it was Link, right? So pretty weird. So what we see right now on Link, essentially here, daily time frame, looking good, looking very good. So if this daily candle is going to be printed outside of this level over here, if this daily time frame is going to get printed outside of this, if this daily candle will be closing outside of this trend line towards the downside, it's going to be very bullish for Link. It's going to be continuation. It's going to be a breakthrough of the trend line towards the downside that we did create here, approximately 166 days ago. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So yeah, let's see where this is heading towards. I do think we could be, of course, in for some very significant price surges from here on. So let's see how it is going to be performing like. I think Semtex will do well in the next few days here. Let's see how it's going to be performing. TMX. Solana just busted through. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy increasing. Sold at 190. I mean, that's a pretty good job. But yeah, Chainlink is should be more hyped. I mean, yeah, the hype will come towards Chainlink anytime soon. And I got some very good information about Chainlink, but I'm not allowed to share it because I'm trying. Unfortunately, I can't share anything right now about it. But I've got some very interesting information. But you will be seeing it anytime soon here, because I'm very bullish with Chainlink, and I've got some coins that are going to work together with them. So I'm looking forward towards it. What are we seeing right now? I think SCMX. Let me look at SCMX. How it is looking for you, man. Is it performing well? It's going to be performing well. I mean, this chart has been not doing anything, to be honest. I mean, It's going to perform well. We don't know. We just have to wait. It pops very significantly. It broke the downtrend. If we're going to compare it from the high, low, we have a lot of resistance to break. I mean, I don't really see a massive spike coming anytime soon or whatsoever, but it's forming higher lows. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Litecoin. Litecoin did broke this resistance box. See where it could be heading towards right now. Moon River. I mean, Moon River is good. Moon River is a very good coin, man. It's a very good coin. I do think it's a good coin. I bought this coin very early, around September stages. It's a very good coin. Someone tipped me about this coin, and I'm very glad that he tipped me about this coin because yeah, I'm very happy that I did bought in towards it. What you can see in terms of technical analysis, we are forming this beautiful falling wedge pattern. Falling wedge was getting great. Falling wedge is typical bullish bias pattern. If you're wondering what the price target of Moon River is, it's going to be the 50% surge towards the upside from here on. It's going to be relatively a very strong bounce here. Still has another 15% to grow from this point. So yeah, keep your eyes wide open on Moon River. It's going to be good coins, good project. I do like it. Let's see what we're going to go towards. Bitcoin topping out? No, I don't think so. So Ethereum is pumping, by the way, but Moon River is good. Ethereum is right now running towards resistance, guys. So Ethereum is running in towards the resistance that we have been talking about. So let's see if we are going to be able to close this 1 hour candle outside of this level, because in 2 minutes, guys, in exactly 2 minutes, we're going to close this 1 hour candle. It's going to be pretty interesting where we could be heading towards from this point, of course. So let's see what we're going to do. But let's see what we're going to be doing from this point, of course. I'm very excited that we could be starting to move up even further. As soon as we're going to close the 1 hour candle above this resistance line, we could be in for, of course, some more significant price surges towards the upside. So let me see what we're going to do. BYBIT will be good too. Yeah, I mean, BYBIT is as well pretty good project. Is it BYBIT? I don't know. Maybe I'm confused right now with the other project. I think it's BYBIT. I don't know exactly. For argument's sake, you at Solana at this stage, can you consider if I had a very big position, depending on, of course, in my portfolio, if I have a very big position in Solana right now, I personally, I should be taking at least some profits. Not fully, but at least some profits. Centralized fake DeFi to increase speed. That's why the whole network went down. Someone kicked in the doji. Plug is. I mean, it's definitely not. It's a centralized DeFi project, so it's not really a DeFi because it's centralized. So yeah, of course, the part what I as well don't like about Solana is that it's centralized. It's not decentralized, and that's why they're so quickly. Because yeah, of course, you can make the high speeds, but they are not decentralized. Moonbeam on dot, crazy. Ape NFT Hunter, pretty crazy. He's from the Netherlands. Yes, I am. I am indeed from the Netherlands. Will Ethereum go up? That's the question. The question remains if it's going. I personally think yes. Of course, that's always a $1 million question. Now, is it going to go up or is it going to come down? Personally, what I do expect here is as soon as we're breaking this trend line here, we could be in for some very significant gains. And let me look at Bitcoin, by the way, because Bitcoin is rallying right now. Bitcoin is rallying. And what are we seeing right now with Bitcoin? So yeah, you can see we are right now running into towards maybe this critical resistance box. And this resistance box did provide us the resistance last time around. So if we're zooming then in towards the end of the short term, the 30-minute time frame, you know, we're still looking at this as a parallel channel. Parallel channel going to be important to determine what we're going to do here in the coming hours from for Bitcoin USD. So let's see how it's going to be playing out. Let's see how it's going to be going. 30-minute time frame. We're getting close. We're getting closer and closer and closer. So I'm very curious what we could be having over here. How do you determine to take profits? It depends on what kind of strategy I'm in. Depends on what kind of profits I am in at that point. And guys, by the way, we closed the 1 hour candle. But it really depends. It really depends on the asset, the leverage, the trade, the risk, everything combined. So yeah, it looks to me that Ethereum is breaking out of this trend line. So that's of course relatively good, to be honest. So it will be, they don't really approach like a perfect breakout, but yeah, if we're really breaking this trend line over here, it could be very beneficial. But if we're going to be seeing a red candle from here on, it could be, it's not a very solid breakout, you know, so I don't really necessarily like it. But let's see what we're going to have. Bitcoin has to be going for another retest of this high over here. The challenge is very, very big, of course. Still, we're going to get rejected, but already we are cleared. We already did clear some sell orders over here. So I'm very curious on how that is going to be playing out over here. Have you ever ate mushrooms in Amsterdam? I'm not really into mushrooms, so I'm sorry. But I come frequently to Amsterdam because, of course, my home city. I like it. Max, super max. Yeah, it's too night. It's pretty late the race. So for me, it's pretty good because otherwise I can't stream in these times. So the night I usually take off, you know, so not look at the charts, etc. To just calm down my everything, you know. So yeah, pretty excited, man. I'm looking forward towards the race. The bakery tanks. No problem. I don't know what you asked me. But yeah, pretty exciting. Which city are you in? I'm right now in Utrecht. Pretty cool. Utrecht is very nice. So Bitcoin is retesting this level. Ethereum in the meantime not really necessarily pumping so significantly. But Bitcoin is right now retesting this critical level of resistance on the Bitcoin for 1 hourly chart. So yeah, let's see if we could be going for the breakthrough. Right now is going to be crucial. Are we going to get the breakthrough? Are we not going to get the breakthrough? It's going to be in a crucial level that we have to be right now breaking through. Because yeah, you can see previous resistance. It's going to be just provide a lot of previous support. I mean, it's just going to be providing a lot of resistance on this time right now. So it's going to be very, very important on how it's going to be performing right now. So at the same time, yeah, our side is looking healthy still. Let me go to the 5 minutes. 5 minutes is well looking pretty healthy. We are creating some bearish divergence, but not necessarily so significantly one. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be performing. Let's just witness Bitcoin. Let's just witness Bitcoin. So yeah, you can see chart always moves up in these waves. Waves up, waves down, and you can see clearly where right now. And then the wave up, these waves up could be lasting very long or could be lasting very short. Always depends. Yeah, you can see Bitcoin is right now taking a minor hit. So yeah, it's really interesting, pretty exciting, of course, to look at these short time frame candles. But yeah, you can see it's already finding a minor rejection from the high, and you can see Ethereum is already Ethereum is holding up pretty strong still. So that's pretty good. But yeah, Bitcoin is already getting rejected by this level. So let me see what the chat is saying. Do you rate Max Verstappen wins the championship? I think the chance is very, very equal, 50-50, man, right now. I'm very curious. I would love to see Max win here. I would definitely love to see him win because I'm a Dutchie and I'm just a fan of Max. And Lewis won already 7 times, you know, so it's just fun. What do you think about Ethereum in the next 30 minutes? So let me see, Ethereum 30 minutes. Next 30 minutes is very hard. I mean, you don't really make predictions for 30 minutes, right? So what do you expect? What do I expect on the coming? So you're asking for 88 TA. You can go back a little bit into stream. I did an extended 88 TA here. I did extended 88 TA. So go a little bit back into the stream. You see the charts. You recognize the charts. I did a very extended 88 TA. So everyone who wants to be going over wants me to go over 88 right now, make sure to go back after just like. But yeah, Ethereum, what I do expect, it looks to be that we did caught a minor breakout, and please don't spam. It's very annoying, so please don't do so. But yeah, what you can see on Ethereum is that clearly broke the trend line right here. It did clearly broke the trend line. But right now, we could be maybe in for a retest of it. We could be maybe see a very significant bounce from. So Kelly, thank you for supporting the nation. 50 SAR, I don't know exactly which currency it is. It's pretty good. Go to a different chart, Crypto Napster. So it looks to me that this is a breakout of the symmetrical triangle, but not my most favorite one here. Will be right away adjusted, and it's not a very significant breakout. So just wait for the 1 hour candle, how it's going to behave itself. Chance relatively high that we're going to see another push up here, in my opinion. Very, very big possibility. So funding rate still on the 0.01. As well, I did add more to my positions here on BYBIT. I did add more to my position, BYBIT. So that's pretty interesting. The reason why I did so is because I'm very comfortable that we could be rallying further up. I'm very comfortable about seeing that and expecting that right now. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Hi Rover, could you please take a look at FTT? Of course, I can look at FTT. Of course, my man. So yeah, we did already talked about this earlier. See, beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. Looks like a very beautiful solid continuation. What you usually see with these kind of charts is that it is forming like a three impulsive wave structure. So you could be expecting some kind of this structure, you know, 3 impulsive wave structure. And the last leg is usually the most significant one, the most exponential one as well. So let's see how this is going to be playing out, of course, how it's going to be going. Yesterday, big wick on the top side, which you can see there. Daily time frame, what are we seeing over here? We're seeing a beautiful high lows getting formed here, not necessarily trend line towards the downside getting formed at this point. Hello, thank you once again for support of the nation. It's definitely a very, very kind from you, supporting the channel, of course. Definitely very appreciated, of course. But yeah, what we can be seeing over here is big wick getting created here on the 4 hour candle, maybe as well on the 1 hour. So yeah, maybe some kind of a big buy order, big player stepping in towards the market. That is as well invalidating a little bit of the RSI analysis, so I will be not looking at this momentum right now. It is rallying further up here, so it looks to be a little bit strong here. It's for me very hard to say what I think about this coin because it's not really showing me a lot of significance on the 4 hourly candles in terms of patterns or whatsoever. So sometimes you have this. So what you could be doing here is maybe set up a Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, and let me set it up correctly. And what this Fibonacci basically essentially tells you where you could be finding some support and resistance, and looks to be not that significant. Let me set up the Fibonacci extension to look at some more extension levels, right? So I go here to the Fibonacci trend extension level. So you set it up from swing high, swing low, high, there, extend this. So what we could be right to see here on this Fibonacci extension here is that we're finding some resistance right now on the 0.5 here. We're as well found support on 0.618 here. The critical level of support that you do want to be basically accumulate on 0.618. You can see 0.5 is right now the resistance level from yesterday and today. So let's see if we could be breaking through it. If we're going to do so, it could be continuing the way up here. But for me, in my opinion, I don't really like to analyze this chart. I don't really like it to analyze this chart because it's very, very weird chart to how it is behaving itself, to be honest. So yeah. Thank you anyway, but yeah, it's very hard for me to give my thoughts about that. So yeah, it looks to be a minor correction here in the market. Nothing very significant right now, right? So pretty interesting. Kenneth is saying Zilliqa, please. Let me go to Zilliqa. So what are we having with Zilliqa? So 4 hour resistance, clearly got rejected by it. So Zilliqa is of course one of the coins that are pretty interesting, right? So Zilliqa is one of these coins that formed this major downward slope resistance line, major upper slope support line. This, of course, a major consolidation pattern that you're basically creating right now. If you're going to look at different time frames, if you're going to look and zoom in ever so slightly right now, you're going to take a little bit of a closer look here. You could have seen that the Zilliqa right now is just broke through the downward sloping resistance line over here. Click breakthrough this trend line. And you can right now see it's continuing its way towards the upside as well. You could have been approaching it with a very strong upper slope support line, and this looks to be, of course, a symmetrical triangle creation here on the market. As well, you could have been extending this trend line for the upside over here even, and you can see it has quite a lot of significance and quite a lot of touch points right now on the market. So that looks, of course, particularly interesting to be talking about. If you're zooming in towards the imminent short term on Zilliqa, you can basically see that it is forming a higher low right now. Higher highs as well getting formed. We did clearly took out the highs over there. So what we're essentially seeing right now is, of course, a trend reversal signal towards the upside. Momentum is still looking healthy. If I'm zooming into even closer time frames, we're not anything special, to be honest. 12-hour time frame. What could we be expecting a little bit on the bigger picture? It looks still that we're forming lower highs here on 12-hour and daily time frame, right? So what you want to be seeing here: lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So we're still forming lower highs. It's not looking so strong here for Zilliqa, to be honest. You just want to be seeing a massive pump, and you want to be taking out this high. As soon as we take this high out, so as soon as we're going to crush through this level over here, we're going to be looking for our exponential price searches. I do think that we're then going to be looking for exponential price searches, but so far I don't think so. I don't think so that we're looking so strong yet here. So give Zilliqa some more time here. Should I be buying it right now? I don't know for sure because it's not really giving me a big buy signal. What you can clearly see in terms of horizontal levels of previous resistance support. So you can see resistance, support, resistance, support. So yeah, you're buying into ours as a support zone. Still quite far away from its ultimate here. Still down in approximately 70%. We're still down approximately 60% here. That's a pretty crazy one here, but so far it's holding up pretty good here. So let's see how it's going to go. So as well, Trickshot, you're saying, can you please take a look at NZine MLN, the daily and weekly? Thank you. First, let me see. LMN. See. Yeah, LN. The daily and weekly, of course. You want to have a more wider view, of course. I like to have a wider view as well here. So I can tell you already, the weekly is not telling me anything. Too less information on the chart. I just have nothing to say about this. I have nothing to say about it. So daily, I don't like it. I don't like this chart. I'm sorry, man. For me, I really can't give my analysis on the chart like this, right, on the daily time frame. So as well, 4-hourly candles, I don't like it. Look at these wicks. The very low market cap, most likely very low volume as well. Let me see what the volume is on this coin. Is it loading up? Oh, there it is. So let me quickly check up on the volume. It's pretty low volumes. I like 20k volumes a candle, a 4-hour candle. So it's pretty low, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, very low market cap. You can do anything here, but yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. I don't really know what to say about it right now, to be honest. So excuse me, but for me it's very hard to give my good opinion about this. So for me it's very hard to say. So Mark Lammers, donating to the channel, thank you so much. Here, you're saying, hey Dan, can you tell us about Rune? Of course, looks like a bull flag. So let me have a quick look at Rune here. I do like Rune. Rune is a very nice coin. I do like it, to discuss it as well. It's definitely one of my favorite coins here. No, yeah, not my most favorite, but it's definitely one of my top list coins here. What you can see in Rune as well, the reason why I like it is forming such a beautiful consolidation pattern, right? So Rune is forming a beautiful consolidation pattern. It breaks out and right away pumps up here, right? So it is beautiful. That's exactly what I want to be seeing here. So yeah, Rune breaks out as well while trading on very strong support. You can see previous resistance, previous support, resistance, support. And we're right now starting to, of course, increase in valuation. So this looks pretty good here. Looks pretty strong here, to be honest. And you can see top set of resistance. This is the love to break here. So resistance, resistance, resistance. We right now want to be seeing this breakthrough. Oh, sorry, man. I will be going into Shilis afterwards, man. The last, I will be going to Shilis. Excuse me, man. I still promise you, I know. I still promise you from me. So yesterday, you exactly sent this super chat once I was wrapping up the stream. So we'll be going to Shilis in a second, bro. And by the way, you don't necessarily have to send a super chat or whatsoever to go into a request. I will always try to look at the chat what you guys really want. But yeah, Rune looks pretty good here. But what was the question exactly? Looks like a bull flag, you're saying. So it looks like a bull flag on the imminent short term you're probably talking about. So yeah, this definitely looks like some kind of a bull flag. This definitely looks like some kind of a formation of a bull flag. So I'm very, very excited how it could be playing out. You could be looking as well like a potential falling wedge scenario. So what I right now will be saying about Rune here, yes, it looks good. It looks strong. It looks like it could be go for this massive breakout anytime soon here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about Rune here. I am pretty excited. Could be seeing another significant leg towards the upside is going to be get created from here on. If you're going to be approaching like a bull flag, yeah, you could be approaching from the swing low to swing high. Impulsive leg towards the upside could be continuing up. But basically what I will be saying here, yeah, we're most likely going to create a continuation. Because of this chart over here, because of this symmetrical triangle over here, I do think there is going to be a massive continuation towards the upside. So, yeah, I'm very excited about Rune. And I do think, yeah, you could be approaching that bull flag, and it has way more significant price surges in it right now. And I have a way higher price target to rank levels of $50 US in my opinion. So, prepare for lift up on Rune. It's looking very good. So let me get into Shilis because that's still a thing I have to discuss, guys. I'm as well getting pretty thirsty, so give me a second. Very good. So guys, if you're a holder as well, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to smash up the like button if you're a holder as well. So let me see what we're currently having. Bitcoin's still looking good. Bitcoin's still looking okay. So let me remove all the drawings from this chart. Let me start off talking with Shilis here. So Shilis, what are we having essentially in the weekly time frame? Shilis is still forming a clear lower high structure on the weekly time frame. Still losing momentum, but I know that the project from Shilis is good. And it's most likely still going to be performing very good. So, of course, club token. You can see here. It has been forming a very significant high-low structure for the daily time frame. That's, of course, looking particularly good here. High-low structure getting formed here. If I'm looking to the 12-hour time, we could be in for some massive consolidation right now here on this imminent short-term period over here. You can see higher lows getting formed, lower highs getting formed from the high over here. So you can clearly see this. And since breaking out of this trend here, you can see we got retested this level, and right now we're starting to break up towards the upside. So Shield is looking pretty good, to be honest, on the imminent short term. So yeah, let's see where it could be heading towards from this point. And let's see where we could be going towards on Shield. But for me, right now, it's very hard to say. I don't do exactly think about Shield in the bigger time frame. It's not really giving me a clear direction, to be honest. If I'm going to look at the 1 hourly candles, it looks to be consolidating. It looks to go sideways ever so slightly right now. So yeah, pretty interesting. What you can see is that there's a major demand supply zone on the top side and a major demand zone on the lower side, right? So you can see we're basically consolidating between these two ranges here. What you want to be seeing with Shields is that it's going to be breaking the top side of resistance in order to continue the way through towards the upside. And as soon as it's going to fail to do so, as soon as it's going to fail to break through of the top side of resistance, we're most likely going to be seeing the lower side. Lower side is going to be your buying opportunity, right? So yeah, pretty interesting, of course, what we're seeing on the imminent short term. Not a major signal of a major move getting formed right now. Still top side, yeah, major resistance getting found over there. So, yeah, curious on how that's going to be playing out, of course, on the market. If I'm going to look at, let's say, the daily time frame once again. Let me see what we're having over there. I mean, for me, it's very hard to say what the daily time frame is looking like right now. Because, yeah, I will be for sure approaching a very critical trend line from there on. I could be approaching a very critical trend line from the high over here. And I think, yeah, you could be doing so because if we're going to be approaching it from the high over there, we could be looking for this critical trend line. Because you can see it is as well having some significance. So, yeah, you can see 2 touch points, a 3rd touch point, 4th touch point. So, yeah, what you essentially want to be seeing, of course, is a breakthrough of this level. So far, we're right now still having struggles of breaking through of this level. So, yeah, you can see resistance, and we right now want to be seeing a breakthrough. So, as soon as the daily candle is going to start breaking above this level, we could be in for a continuation towards the upside. So, very curious on how this is going to be playing out. Very curious on how further we will be consolidating with this Shields target over here. I'm excited on how it's going to be playing out here. I'm excited on how we're going to be playing further. And of course, if the daily candle is going to be breaking out, retrace towards this and the retest as support is going to be a very strong one as well. You could be approaching it as a massive pattern, to be honest. You could be approaching it like a massive continuation pattern. So Shields major job that we have to be breaking through is of course this trend line over here. But as well, what the graph? Kelly, you're asking me about the graph. We already discussed the graph ever so slightly here on the channel early today in the stream. So the graph, of course, what we're aiming for is this critical resistance line here on the top side, previous support, resistance. This is going to be a major task to be breaking through this level as well. As well with the graph, you can see we still have some very critical trend lines ahead of us. We have some critical levels ahead of us that we will be aiming for to, of course, break as well. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here. We'll be keeping my eyes wide open for these lines here because yeah, we have to be breaking these very significantly. I mean, a very rapid pace because otherwise, yeah, we could be in for some more corrections here. So and we're going to retest these levels over here. I do think we're going to be having massive trouble with breaking through them. If we were looking to the imminent short term on the graph, we can see it's steadily increasing. It's in a beautiful trend. It's definitely shifted the downtrend. It was forming like a major pattern over here. And this was, of course, a trade that you could have been taking. It was forming a major falling wedge pattern. This falling wedge pattern did clearly broke out towards the upside and did continue towards the upside right now as well. If you're still aiming for the price target of the falling wedge, it's still going to be another 18% push towards the upside. This is going to be the price target of the falling wedge here. So I'm very curious. I do think we are going to see further continuation towards the upside, to be very honest. And yeah, looking very strong here as well. What you can see here. Previous major support zone is as well provided resistance towards us over here. Support. And I'm very curious about how it's going to behave itself here in the coming hours, coming days here, which you can clearly see higher lows getting formed, higher highs getting formed. It looks just very strong right now. GRT looks very strong, and I'm very curious where it could be heading towards right now here. And I definitely think it could be creating a further continuation, especially since breaking this critical resistance box over here. But guys. Bitcoin is getting a rejection. Bitcoin is getting a rejection by this line here, so we'll be keeping my eyes wide open here. Ethereum will be I will be not approached like a breakout yet here. I will be still approached like a rejection, so that's pretty interesting. Another hour in this pattern going to be pretty interesting. But Bitcoin, once again, this level of resistance is always, like we already told you guys, is going to be a major level to break through on Bitcoin. So guys, by the way, we're only 13 likes away before smashing up to 600. It will be amazing if we could be doing so. But I'm going to say some few things right now, because right now I will be wrapping up the stream. Because yeah, I still have a lot of things to do. I'm getting tired as well here. Once again, another 2-hour stream here. But guys, make sure to go to my Twitter page and follow me on Twitter to stay up to date about the market as well. Make sure to go to my Twitter page to join this giveaway. We already, of course, as well send it towards the different giveaway winner. He won $1,000 in Bitcoin. Of course, we're not doing fake giveaways whatsoever. So if you want to be winning some very good cash, I'm going to give away $4,000. It's a crazy giveaway. $4,000, guys. Can you hear this? You can win up to $4,000, and maybe you can pick can get picked, yeah, several times here. But you have a very big chance because we're going to give away 8 wait, 10 times. We're going to give it to 10 different people are going to win money, and you're going to at least win $250 US. So it's going to be a crazy giveaway. I want to be giving something back because Bitcoin set a new optimize. So if you want to be joining this giveaway, should put a link in the description real quickly. Not link in the description. I will be putting some links in the chat here. So guys, make sure to join this giveaway here. I just spammed it in the chat here. Sorry that I'm spamming. Excuse me. But if you do want to be joining this giveaway, make sure to just go to our site, go to my Twitter page, hit that follow button, hit that like button, hit that retweet, and tag 2 of your friends. And then we could be, of course, you could be able to win it. So make sure to do so. But guys, thank you so much for once again, watching to this amazing stream here together with me. If we're going to see some more interesting things playing out today, I will be the first one that's going to be reacting towards it on the stream. And otherwise, I will see you guys back tomorrow in a new stream here on the channel, new update videos. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's weekend. You know my predictions. So tomorrow we're going to be back with a weekend prediction. If you're excited for that one, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the channel, guys. We've been right for the past 8 weekends, so definitely don't miss out about that one as well. Ring the bell notification if you're not going to be missing out on any of these further streams here on the market. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.